guys, welcome back to Frosty Gaming. Today's video is going to be about, I'm trying to get a bunch, I have a lot going on right now, so I'm trying to get a bunch of videos out and ready for you guys for when I go to California, so just bear with me. The videos will be coming out shortly, don't worry. So anyways, today's video is going to be about how to make better quality videos, and I already did like an audio part of that. If you guys haven't seen that on the channel, go check that out. I'll link it probably in the top corner up here or something like that, or maybe even this corner. But anyways, you'll see a link up there. There's a lot that goes into making a really good quality video. There's a lot that goes into like lighting, the audio, the picture, the pixels, having the like 4K or 1080p. All those things play a part, and how you edit your videos, cut out all the boring parts, that kind of thing. Mostly when I do my vlogs, I'm going to not really cut it up too much because I don't really mess up too much on my first cut, so on my B-roll. So one of the biggest things I can stress to you guys is I'm gonna just focus mostly not just on video recording. I'm gonna focus mostly on things such as like the equipment to have if you want to do vlogs. So if you want to do vlogs and how to make better quality videos / vlogging, make sure you have a decent camera. So I'm going to flash, I'll actually link my specs and my products and equipment in the description down below. And the first thing that I can recommend is the camera. So I used to run a really crappy camera. I don't know if you can see it. It's up there behind the mic. It's just an old 720p, it wasn't, it was just, your typical digital camera. I filmed my first setup video, the most popular one on my channel. I filmed that with that camera about 1.5 years ago. So it was time for an upgrade. So I went with a DSLR, well, basically an SLR, so it's not technically, or a DSR, whatever the hell you want to call it, whatever. So next, you want to have a really good microphone. So I decided to go with a lavalier mic. So I have my mic right here on my shirt. So I just, clip it on me, and it's plugged into the 3.5mm jack on the camera. And when I go into post-processing and post-editing or whatever, and I render the video, before I do that, I edit it, and I boost the audio levels a little bit, because this picks it up a little bit quiet. So you have to do a few takes and kind of keep your audio levels at a level where you would listen to them at and they feel comfortable for you. Now, thirdly, lighting. Lighting is a huge key factor. I cannot wait to move out of this apartment eventually, and hopefully I have like an entire wall that's just windows and it's facing a sunrise. That would be awesome. That's the best lighting you can get, is sunlight through a window, and you have it like behind you back here and it's facing towards you. That is the ideal lighting that you'd want to have. That's a very natural light. However, if you don't have that sort of thing and you want to invest in some light boxes, I think my 2 light boxes that I have here, where I'm only using one of them right now, there's 5 bulbs in there you can turn, and I think they're 100 watts each. They're those incandescent, or not those incandescent, the halogen or whatever you want to call them, those twisty bulbs, CFL bulbs. And they're 100 watts each, and I think it's running at 1,000 watts per box. So that's quite a bit. 200 watt bulbs, and they output 100 watts. So you want to invest in some lighting if you don't have good enough lighting. So I have 3 out of the 5 bulbs turned on this one right now, and I know like right here I look a little bit pasty, but that can be adjusted in post-processing or post-editing. So those are the 3 key main factors, and you have to be energetic. You have to be like, you don't have to be like, oh my God, I just ate some Cheerios. That doesn't count. So be energetic, be engaged with the camera. I know it seems weird that when I first started doing all this stuff, it seems weird talking to a camera. It's very odd, but eventually you get used to it. You're just kind of feeling like you're talking to yourself, especially if I definitely recommend the camera that I have, because you can turn the screen around and you can actually see yourself. Like right now I'm looking at myself, and it's really cool. So you kind of feel like you're talking to yourself in your peripheral vision or whatnot. So it kind of helps a little bit, and it makes it that way you can see everything that's going on, what you're recording. It's really cool. So the camera, The mic, you have to have a... Now, if you don't want to go with a lavalier, let's go back to the mic for a second. If you don't want to go with a lavalier, or lavalier, whatever people call it nowadays, the hot shoe on a DSLR, I would recommend a Rode, what's it called? Rode VideoMic Pro, I think is what it's called. I'll link that down in the description as well. So if you don't want to go with a lavalier, I will link my lavalier, I will link the Rode, I will link the camera, I will link my Manfrotto tripod, I'll link my light kit. I'll try to link pretty much everything I can for you guys. That way you can, even, especially if you want to do vlogs, you can really get started with this awesome kit. And it's going to cost you much less than, let's see, let's add it up in my head real quick. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, probably a little less than 750 bucks. Not too bad to get yourself some really good quality vlogs. And this camera also takes 4K pictures, so that's really, really good. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions at all, make sure you leave it in the comments down below. Also, leave a like on this video if you thought it was entertaining, if you thought it was useful and educational. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. I definitely wouldn't mind having you guys around viewing the videos and whatnot. So anyways, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Stay frosty.